The second part of 3-2 that we did was elimination. This is where you want everything to be lined up. So we have our x's lined up, our y's are lined up, equals constant, so that step is already done for us. And then we look at one of the two equations, or sorry, one of the two variables, and we want them to be opposites. We want their coefficients to be opposite. So if I look at the x's, I would want the number in front of them to be the same number, but one positive, one negative. Or for the y's, I would want the same number, one positive, one negative. Neither of them are right now. So I'm going to need to multiply one or possibly both equations by something all the way across the whole equation in order to make that happen. So right here, this is a 1y right now. If I multiply that top equation, if I multiply that by a 2, then I would have a positive 2y and a negative 2y, and those are my opposites. So that's what I'm going to choose to do. I'm going to multiply this top equation by 2. And when I do that, it's also conveniently going to get rid of my fraction. Half of 2 is 1x, plus 2 times y is 2y, plus, make sure you go all the way across, 2 times 4 is 8. The bottom equation I'm going to leave alone. Once you have them so that they are opposites, a positive and a negative 2, then you add the equation and you add everything straight down. So this is a positive 1 plus negative 2x is negative x. 2 minus 2 is 0, so they are eliminated, is equal to 8 minus 6 is 2. To make that so that it's not a negative x, it's just an x, I can multiply both sides by a negative 1. Negative times a negative makes that a positive x. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. Now, just like we did in the substitution, once you find one of the variables, you still have to substitute that back in to find the second one, to solve for the second one. So if we put it into this bottom one, negative 2x, you can pick either one you like, times, we found x is negative 2 minus 2y is equal to negative 6. So that's positive 4 minus 2y equals negative 6. To get rid of a positive 4, we're going to do the opposite, so subtract it from both sides. 4 minus 4 is 0, so they're gone. Negative 2y equals negative 10, and then divide by negative 2. So y is equal to negative 10 divided by negative 2 is positive 5. Again, write your answer as an ordered pair. We're finding the point where those two lines would cross if I were to graph them. And just like before, you could plug that point back in and check it up here. Just for time's sake, I'm not going to do that on this one though.